Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man.
Just the two boys.
Just changing the melody just enough so that we don't get hit with anything.
Yeah.
And the lyrics.
No one will be mad.
Just the two boys making a podcast. Isn't that the story of every podcast?
This is the story of our podcast. The two boys are just hanging out. Yeah.
Two guys just talking and decided that everyone needs to hear what they're saying.
What I have to say about a TV show I've never watched is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna tell a story about one time I was in college. That's true. But I got down the elevator and I walked out onto like the main kind of like hangout area, kind of in between the buildings or whatnot. And I was walking by, and one of the guys that lived on my floor in my dorm room walked by me, and he walked up to me. He was wearing headphones, and he goes, "Dude, I've been listening to this band. They're so crazy good." It's like, this is amazing. I can't believe I haven't listened to this before. Do you want to hear this song? The song is so good. I'm like, yeah, sure, man. He takes out his pod, his earbud, and he like puts it in my ear, and I listen to it.
Squishes it in there.
It's Bop from Hanson. This is
like, was he doing a bit?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't doing a bit. This is 2005.
Okay.
6, maybe 4 or 5. Either way. But yeah. And when did Bop come out? 96?
Yeah, around that 96, 97.
So it's almost a 10-year-old song.
That's wild.
And he's just like, dude, this is good. And I'll be honest, to this day, I'm like, Bop is fucking good, man.
Bop's okay.
Bop's good.
It's not as bad as people.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's why I just say it's good, because it's because before he did that, I was like, it's fucking Bop, shut up. But I was like, oh, yeah, it's good.
I don't know if I've told you my Hanson story.
No, let's go. Hanson podcast.
So this is 2000. Is it 2005? It's either 2005 or early 2006. It's my freshman year of college. And we catch wind of Hanson is coming to Milwaukee to play a show.
Yeah.
But also they're coming to our school to like show their documentary that they made. And again, this is 2000.
Was there a documentary about like growing up Hanson and it's so hard?
It's about the recent album that they recorded. Because again, this is 2005, 2006 Hanson. So it's like way past Mbop, right?
Yeah.
10 years past Mbop. And they're doing their like follow-up album. Penny and Me was the big hit from that album. I don't know if you know that one.
I sure don't.
Okay. If we'll maybe look it up after this and you maybe be like, oh, I've heard that.
Okay.
It's Penny and Me is a pretty good song.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the song, so
yeah.
Without you getting a copyright strike right now.
So they were doing this, like they're gonna show the documentary and then also do like a Q&A after it. And it's gonna be in like, you know, one of the lecture halls, Lecture Hall 101. And like me and one of my buddies were like, bro, Hanson is coming to show a documentary? Like, what the fuck is Hanson doing? Like, there's going to be like 10 people there. Let's go to this and just fucking see some Hanson shit.
Yeah.
So we went. We showed up like, 5 minutes before the thing was supposed to start. And we walk into this lecture hall and it is packed. It is packed solid with Hanson fans. And we're just like, whoa, Hanson like has a following?
10 years later.
Yeah. So we sit down, we watch their documentary, and their documentary is all about, they had this big success with their first album, and now they're recording their follow-up, and the they're just like fighting with the record label. They like wrote all these songs, record label is saying like, not good enough, like try again. Then they just keep going back and forth, and record label just keeps saying like, nope. So eventually they like work something out where like they leave the record label, they get out of their deal, and then go back to the songs that they originally wrote, and then decide like, these are the songs we wanted to do at first. We're not trying to appease the label or anything. Let's make this our album. Okay. And so they released this album, including like the song Penny and Me, and it's like a huge, maybe not as big as Mbop, but like a pretty reasonable like hit.
I mean, clearly it's not as big as Mbop because I don't know the song.
Yeah,
Penny
right.
Me,
but like
I do know Mbop.
Yeah, like it wasn't something that faded away. Like they had like radio hits from that album, and their fan base is fucking going nuts over it. And so like I left that documentary just being like, holy shit, do I have like respect for Hanson now? They did the Q&A afterwards, and like, obviously it's all their fans, so just like fawning over them. But like the big thing was like at the end of it, they're like, hey, like thanks for coming out. And if there's anyone here, like I understand like, most of you guys already here, you love us and you love our songs already, blah, blah, blah. But if there's anyone here that just came here to check it out, like we have a box of CDs here. Just take a CD on the way out. We hope you listen to it. Like we have not
of the new album.
Okay. And they were just like, because we released this independently, we've like definitely not made our money back at all. But they're like what we're doing here is just like, we just want people to hear our music. It's just important to us. And like, hopefully we make money back on touring, but like, thanks for coming. And I was just like, holy shit. Like these Hanson guys are pretty cool.
Joe loves Hanson.
I mean, if not love, a lot of respect for Hanson and their fans.
I mean, but was everyone, anything weird happen? Any weird fan stuff?
There was one person who asked the question. She was like, so first of all, before I ask my question, I want to also say that my name is also Taylor Hanson. Which is just like a pretty good bit.
Just want to tell you, we have the same name.
We have the same name. That's why I'm your fan.
And that's why I'm a Hanson fan.
Take your identity.
That could be bad.
Could be. I wonder what they're up to now.
My name's Taylor Hanson, and also I know your social security number.
Watch I find out that like Hanson's like canceled now, and I just like was like, oh, big Hanson. I really respect those guys.
If we find out after your Google search right now that Hanson's like flying the Confederate flag, I'm still keeping this in the podcast so everyone knows your true colors.
Hey,
Joe.
man, even if Hanson is racist, I cannot deny that Penny and Me is kind of a banger.
That in 2006 they had a respectable work ethic.
I need to search Hanson band to be more specific.
What else would come up?
October 4th, 2024. Hanson, as much about music as any band has ever been.
What is that?
I guess that's an article. I thought that was going to be a quote. Doesn't make sense. See, Jonas.
A quote from Hanson: "We're as much as a band as any band's ever been a band."
1 week ago from today.com, see Jonas Brothers and Hanson perform MMMBop together. So they're still writing the MMMBop thing, which makes sense. But like, I once heard on a different podcast, they were talking about Hanson, and they said that they went to a Hanson show recently, and they like opened and closed with MMMBop.
You know, why not?
Why not? You got to give the people what they want.
I'll be honest. There's bands that I see now that I wish they would open and close on my favorite song.
Yeah, just do it again.
It'd be awesome.
Please.
Open and close too, because then there's so much, enough time in between.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, I'm ready for it again.
Well, and that'd be wild too if they open with like their biggest hit, like MMMBop, and you're just like, holy shit, they did it right at the beginning.
Well, and then like close. Does that mean like they do like they fake encore and they come back?
I assume so. Yeah.
Something needs to be done with the encore, Joe.
You think so?
Yeah, because we all know it's coming.
Yeah.
Fix it. How do we fix it?
Well, I think I guess I would posit that it doesn't need to be fixed.
You think it's fine that we watch them walk off and we just know they're coming back?
I think it's fine as long as the band. I've been to shows where the band leaves after the normal set, and it's like a long time where the fans feel like they have to cheer them back onto the stage to do the encore.
I've been to one of those.
I've been to those, but I've also been to ones where it's just like the band's like, hey, we're going to do one more. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back for our encore.
Okay.
That's what I like. When they're just like, I just literally just need to go pee, and then we'll be back, and we'll do 3 more songs.
I don't feel like the majority of shows that I've gone to in the past, 5 to 10 years, have wouldn't even give me enough time to go pee.
Yeah, not even, yeah, exactly.
Like they walk out.
They just step off and then just come back. Right
like the last guy that's walking off, you can still, you see his foot the entire time because he just backs back. Right, just comes right back up. I just want the encore to be like a exciting thing. Oh my God, they're coming back. Like maybe bands just need to stop doing encores for like 4 years.
Oh, so people feel like, oh, this is a special thing again?
Yeah, and then like someone like they just keep like Taylor Swift doesn't need to be doing encores.
Sure, yeah, it's a whole thing already.
She's got her whole thing. She should just do it and be done.
Yeah.
And then everybody else can just be like, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
and
I
not
guess,
do look, local bands don't need to be don't do encores. Don't need to be doing encores. And then like, you know, middle tier, like it's just like one of those things. Just play all your good shit.
Yeah.
And I get it. You have like a new one, but just play that in the middle.
Yeah. Don't try to put it.
You know, just put it in the middle.
Yeah.
Don't put it in the encore. I don't want to hear your first encore song be one I've never heard.
That's probably the biggest thing about an encore. Like where you're saying, like we got to fix encores. I think the thing we got to fix about encores is the set list.
No new
encore.
stuff.
No new stuff.
Yeah.
If it's truly, again, we all know the encore is fake, but if you're gonna treat it like an encore, it should be like, hey, here's a thing for the fans, right? So no new stuff.
It's like because some people do leave.
Mm-hmm.
Like right, like
yeah.
so like the band is done, and like still in 2025, some people still leave.
Yeah. No new stuff. Also, if you have like an obvious hit, like say you're Hanson, like then don't save your mbop for the encore because people know like that's coming.
Unless you've already played it and you're just gonna play it again.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna do it again, then that's great. But I think your encore should be like first song, like okay, ideal encore.
Yeah.
3 songs.
Yeah, I agree there.
3 songs. First song is a different version of a well-liked song. So like maybe it's just an acoustic version and it's just like the lead singer.
But it hasn't been played that night.
Hasn't been played that night. Yeah.
Correct.
But maybe just an acoustic version of like a well-known song or something.
Something.
Yeah. Second song, either a weird B-side or a cover. Just something way off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guy, I like B-side more.
Mm-hmm.
We differ in this wildly. I'm not a mega big fan of covers.
Okay.
Like I just want to hear what you got to offer, you know.
Sure.
But I'm following at least.
I'm going to tangent, but before I go to my third song, well, I should say the third song is easy because the third song is just like this should be the like true fan banger. Like it's not a radio hit, but it's like if you have been a fan for us for a long time, this is like a favorite of yours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But for that, I was going to say about the covers. Did I tell you about when I saw Vampire Weekend last year?
No, I don't know.
For their encore, and now I'm struggling to remember if they played anything else for their encore or if it was just this. But they came out and they're just like, hey guys, so we're going to do a thing where just like, you just name a song, any song that's not by us, and we'll just like try it out.
Okay.
And they like, you know, people were just like yelling stuff out, and they played like 10 different songs of just the verse and the chorus of like whatever song that people yelled out, just to like just jam it out, and it was mostly good.
I mean, that's kind of cool actually. I was thinking of like man, when I was like poo-pooing on covers now.
Mm-hmm.
Iron and Wine has that one that's a deep cut for most people already. But the band Iron Wine, do you even know who Iron and Wine is?
Well, only from their Postal Service cover.
They did a Postal Service cover,
Yeah.
but it's like very Iron and Wine.
Yeah.
Like it's like, holy shit. Sometimes you go, wait, oh, this is Postal Service.
Yeah,
you know? I would say if I'm going to hear a cover in your encore, I want one of those.
Yeah.
I definitely want a you cover.
Mm-hmm.
And some bands like don't do enough you in their cover.
True. Yeah, I do think that that's an important part of doing any cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe we do see eye covers.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, what's this podcast about?
That's a good chat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't plan that.
No, we didn't.
Didn't know what we were going to talk about.
Hey, listeners, nothing's written down.
Nothing is written. But typically, it's a podcast about TV shows where we analyze a TV show from front to back, but not really from front to back. Just we analyze the front and the back because we watched the first episode. We review that and see how we feel about it, and then we make predictions for what we think is going to happen in the last episode. Watch that episode, review it, and then see how we did on our predictions.
While you were just reading that last week, we made our friend of the show, Mark, do that last week.
Oh, nice. I haven't listened to that yet.
And we were also trying to figure out how many shows, because he's been on at least 2, but maybe 3, and maybe this one was his 4th one. So he's been on 3 or 4.
Yeah.
We're not 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were talking about our other friend, Nick,
Mm-hmm.
anime expert, friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And how Nick will sometimes, if you're over at his house, he'll put on One Piece and he'll make you watch all the One Piece intros.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you've been subject to
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure.
I dare would not say victim. But I was like, man, one day this podcast needs to get so big that we have a fan that will supercut every time Joe has told me what this podcast is about.
yeah, that'd be amazing. Just to see how similar or different they are.
Yeah. From just week to week, like in chronological order, like how did you describe this podcast?
It'd be amazing to see if there was, because we've done it like, over 300 times.
Jimmy calculated last week too. I think last week was our 395th show or something like that. So we're close to actually 400 TV shows reviewed.
Where it would be interesting to see, like, are there two that are like pretty close?
Oh yeah. Ooh yeah, stack them all and just get a 400 track edition file going. Just see what's going on.
You could totally feed that to an AI engine and have it analyzed to see if I did say the same thing twice.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Write
Joe,
us, fans.
You brought the show today.
I did. This week, we will take on the American reality television series featuring the domestic life of English heavy metal singer Ozzy Osbourne and his family. The Osbournes.
Oh, okay.
Premiering on MTV on March 5th, 2002, and running until March 21st, 2005. The big thing with the Osbournes is like it's kind of kicks off a whole genre of like reality TV where it's just like, hey, we're just gonna watch celebrities do shit.
Is this like one of the first ones?
It definitely like, probably not technically the first one, but like I feel like there was like a whole run of just like, now we're just gonna like see what Anna Nicole Smith is up to. Now we're gonna see what the Kardashians are up to. Like we're just gonna like film this famous family.
Hey, Flavor Flav needs a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that whole run of like 2000s, early 2010s.
Wow, 2002?
Yes, 2002.
This started when I was in high school?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I guess it is because like what are the other even reality shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what are the other like MTV ruined our lives now.
Ruined the world.
Yeah. Because it was like Road Rules and what's the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Jersey Shore. But like no
Road Rules and Real
World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like Semester at Sea.
Yep.
Which was just Real World, I think.
And then right into the Osbournes, which again, the Osbournes, it feels like, and they mentioned this in the Wikipedia, but it just says it developed as a result of the success of this. But I wondered if this other thing was a like test run for the Osbournes show. Do you remember the show MTV Cribs?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's like, celebrities take you around their house and show you where they
Chris
live.
Pontius' sweet crib?
I don't remember Chris Pontius' crib.
It was his truck. Because he lived in his car.
Was it pretty nice?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's 'cause it was so shitty. It was Chris Pontius.
Because you remember the MTV Cribs with Redman?
Yeah.
Or it was just a guy living in a house. Like it didn't even look that nice.
Yeah.
He just like had like an N64 on the floor.
They did one with Steve-O. Maybe it was with the Pontius one. They did like a Jackass one. I don't know if they did that, but with the Steve-O, he had like built like skate ramps like in his apartment, and he was like, I got kicked out of this one like a month later.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the Osbournes did a Cribs in like 2000.
Crazy.
And crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. But yeah, I remember thinking like, was that like a test run to do like a reality show? Because it was like the whole family was featured, and I was like, they're like trying to do something here.
4 of them, right? Sharon, obviously Ozzy,
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Kelly.
Jack and Kelly. Do you know that there's a third Osbourne child?
No.
Let me see if I can find it here on the Wikipedia.
Samuel.
Amy.
Okay.
Amy's the eldest child.
Oh, so she was older than both of these.
Yes.
Was she like in college or like married already and
she
moved
was
out
like,
and didn't want to deal with this shit?
Essentially, she was like, I don't think quite. I think she was like college age, like 18 or 19 or something. Okay. But just like just didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, when you're already rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you aren't living at home, I guess, and you just aren't fucking like, you're not interested in what your dad did or what your family's doing.
Yeah. I mean, the other part of it is like she was trying to like get her like music career going and didn't want to be tied to like her dad in that way.
Oh, she wanted to make it. She wanted to fight nepotism, which she should have just utilized it.
Yeah, maybe just been there to be like, hey, I'm a different person. Here's my music. Because that's exactly what Kelly did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Jack do? Did he just like wrestling or some shit?
I think he was like, if I remember right, it was like Kelly was like the fun one and like had like her music thing, and Jack is just kind of like smarmy, like.
Well, and how old are these kids in this?
I think they're like teenagers.
Because is Jack older?
Jack was born in 85, and then Kelly was born in 84.
That'll be interesting to see because I mean they're basically both my age. I was born in 85.
So I guess
like,
that makes them like 17 and 18 when the show starts. So maybe Amy is old. Amy was born in 83, so I guess she's like 19. So I guess they're older than I thought. I would have thought that they were
no,
younger.
I mean when they're filming this, if it debuts or premiered on March 2002,
I guess so, yeah.
You would assume they probably filmed it in 2001.
2001, yeah.
And I mean, I don't know when Jack's birthday is, and I'm not going to look it up. But like he was 17 or 16 when they filmed
it was
this.
more like, yeah.
And then that means not Sharon. Sharon was 15. Kelly would have been 15
or opposite way. It looks like Kelly's older. I had that
Kelly's older?
backwards.
Okay.
Because Kelly was born in 84, so Kelly would have been maybe like 17.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Kelly was 17 or 18 potentially, depending on when her birthday was.
Do you remember this show?
I remember it happening.
I remember I remember the feel of it. I remember like the theme song.
Well, isn't it like Crazy Train?
Yeah, but it's like a lounge version of
Sure,
Crazy Train. And I remember just like, the memification of the characters, like Ozzy being like Sharon, like stuff like that.
I remember like because 2002 I was like watching MTV.
Mm-hmm.
That was when MTV was still good. They were like on the decline because they were adding all these reality TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I just remember like, Sharon was like, I'm the mad mom, and
yeah, she's like trying to keep it all together.
And Ozzy was just like, yeah, that's what Ozzy was. Ooh. She's, I'm high and I used to be a rocker. And then the two kids they yelled a lot, right? Everyone their whole family, they're a yelling family.
I think they're a yelling family. Yeah. The other thing I remember is that I think for part of it, like Kelly was dating the lead singer of The Used.
Okay.
And so I think he's like featured in like some of it.
There's so many like bands like The Used and all of those people just around that time where I'm just like, yeah, I listen to your music, but I couldn't tell you at all what you look like.
Like what that person looks like.
Yeah, who the hell does that guy look like? I have no idea.
Yeah. He kind of looks like a skinnier CM Punk.
Oh, that's
with long hair.
Too bad. I don't know.
Fits for a lead singer of a band called The Used.
Yeah, I suppose. That's fair. Man, what's the first episode? Is it open like Cribs?
I imagine it's like kind of like, maybe just like a recap of Cribs. Just like, here's our family, here's where we live, here's what and maybe there's some sort of adventure with Ozzy, right? There's got to be some. That's the thing with like these reality shows is like they're presented as if like, oh, we just filmed this family and this stuff is happening, but it's like, they're as like outlined and scripted as like a normal scripted TV show, right? Like they can't just have an episode where it's just like, I guess Ozzy's hanging by the pool. Like it's like, no, like what's the dramatic pull here? Like is Ozzy doing a comeback show, or like is he recording a new album? Like it has to be something like that.
I have two things about that. Number one, why isn't there just a reality show about how reality shows are made? Like I want the reality show of like
the crew,
like
behind
the
a reality
crew in the Osbournes
Mm-hmm.
being like, no, hey, now tell Sharon that her like jam's bad. You know,
Yeah,
like
tell her it sucks.
tell her the jam sucks, Ozzy. And then it starts like a fight, and then and they're like, Sharon, be really mad about your jam because you know your jam's good.
Remember all that time you spent on the jam?
Yeah, remember that time? Remember we spent a whole like half of the episode last week about the jam, and now he hates it. I just want to see like a real, because the reality show about how fake reality shows are is also going to be so fake too.
yeah. Also,
you know. So now I want to see a reality show about reality shows. So I want to see that.
That's an amazing idea.
Right? Shit, I'm gonna cut this from the podcast. Just kidding. Second thing, I heard this is my guess on what the first episode is about.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that sometime, I don't know when they did it, but obviously the Osbournes moved from like England to America.
Oh, okay. I'm under the impression they're in America where this house is, but I don't actually know.
No, I assume this happens in like, I don't know, what where the Osbournes live, LA or New York, right?
Yeah. Right.
So, but I'm going to say like they moved into a new home, and that's somehow like the sitcom reason for creating a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oi, this new home isn't Crazy Train enough for me.
It's not Crazy Train enough for him.
Yeah.
He needs more trains. He does love trains.
Yeah. The first episode of the Osbournes is called The Osbournes. / There Goes the Neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that means. But we're going to watch that first episode, and me and Joe will be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of the Osbournes. It was either called There Goes the Neighborhood, which is what the like actual TV show title card said, or we watched it on Tubi, and it said it was called A House Divided.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
I don't really. Were they divided? What would it have been divided amongst?
I think they were trying to like impose dissension between like Jack and Kelly. Like they were fighting a lot.
Sure.
Like, oh, they're fighting a lot. And we're like, yeah, they're just like, and they had like a montage of them like fighting in a hallway.
Yeah, it just seems like teenager shit.
Yeah, nothing seemed too imperative. And then like, why are they always together? They live in a mansion.
Yeah. Go to your separate rooms.
They don't need it. I don't really have a write-up because it was a reality TV show.
Sure.
So I guess we can kind of go through it. It seems like the Osbournes moved to somewhere, and they were like building up their new house.
Yeah. Somewhere in like fancy LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so the whole episode kind of revolves around them kind of unpacking, figuring stuff out, and then also Ozzy is going to be on and is on the Jay Leno, The Tonight Show.
Mm-hmm.
With Jay Leno.
Mm-hmm.
And this is pre him screwing over Conan, right? So everyone likes Jay Leno.
Yeah. Everyone's big Jay Leno fans.
And so that's kind of the two things that happen, and obviously they try to sow like some sort of like big issue with Jack and Kelly, but it just really seemed like it was kids.
Yeah.
What'd you think overall?
I mean, my biggest thing is I said that it's a reality show, and they're obviously gonna like script a thing, and they're gonna have like a through line of like, oh, Ozzy needs to do this, or Ozzy's doing that, and all the entire episode's about that. I will say that it felt a little like there was he's gonna be on the Tonight Show thing, and that's like the main plot, but that only takes up like, if this is a 22-minute episode, the Jay Leno stuff is maybe like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the episode is just kind of just like, hey, we filmed some nonsense.
It is nonsense. The other main Ozzy thing is he can't use the remote.
Yeah. Yeah. Things like that. Where it's just like, here's a glimpse into, their life. I just like, I expected there to be more, more plotted out stuff where it's like, oh, and Ozzy's doing that while Sharon's doing this. But
like they have like activities to go to.
Yeah, like a plot line.
Yeah.
But it was really more of just like, well, Kelly's going out. She's 17. She's not supposed to go out to these places or whatever, but like I guess she's just going out, and like Jack is doing weird shit around the house, and
Jack was being a fucking weirdo the whole time, which he was just being a teenage boy, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But like Sharon was just like, he's really great though. Like he's super
he's a nice
smart.
boy.
He's a nice boy, and I'm like, he's just being fucking weird. But that's just a boy his age.
It was just kind of. It reminds me that this again is one of the pioneering shows of this genre, where they really hadn't like crystallized yet on this is the formula. You need to have a plot just like a regular scripted TV show, and everybody's tied to this plot. This just kind of felt like, I mean, we spent 3 months filming with the Osbournes, and we think that this was a good first episode with the clips that we could pull together.
Right. This was a really good, I think I wrote down is this show was what you do when you don't have to be anywhere or do anything. And also you can just discover new things in your own house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like there was, God, I forget what they brought to him now. Like someone like Jack brought Ozzy like a thing. Oh, it was like he had like a knife.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ozzy was carrying around a gun a little earlier.
Yeah, he's just a rifle.
And then Jack was like, I found this knife. And then Ozzy and Jack were like taping it to the front of Ozzy's gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, I was like, what are you doing? It's like, we found a bayonet.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys just like, you found a 7-inch blade in your house, and none of you knew it existed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, yeah, this is just people that don't have to be anywhere or do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just fucking around.
Just like, what is this? What's going on here?
Just wandering around. Like, imagine if you didn't know your own house so well. And I know it's new to them, but like it's all their shit. Like, they moved their own stuff.
Yeah.
And like it's so new to you that you can walk around your own house and you're like, what is this? Let's play with this for a while.
There was another bit where Ozzy was just like trying to watch TV.
Yep.
And it was stuck on the Weather Channel, and he couldn't figure out how to get it off.
Yeah. Well, and that thing that like the remote was like, I think it was not only the TV remote, but it was like
universal remote.
The entire house's remote.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Ozzy's house in 2002 was as quote unquote a smart house as it probably could be.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Jack was like, you do this, whatever. And then it was like, and then I think they were trying to make a joke when Jack was like, isn't it supposed to just work now? And like, it didn't work.
It's all disconnected.
Yeah. And I also, so Ozzy was getting ready to go to the Tonight Show, and then they cut to Jack and this like blonde lady. I have no idea who this lady was.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, she's like, if you want to go and see your dad, like on the Tonight Show, you got to like get ready now. We got to go. And he goes, well, I guess I just missed it. And I'm just like, holy shit. These people, we're watching people that live in a world where they're like, any member of their family is on the Tonight Show, and they're now like, I'm going.
Yeah, I gotta go see what the Tonight Show is like.
And like, also, it's like, I mean, it's like my fucking dad, like, I guess whatever. But I'm just like, did you just want to like go and like see what's up?
Yeah, see what this is all about. That's where the show is going, right?
Yeah, it's like this is crazy. But and then at that point, then they go do the Tonight Show. No, not like really nothing like weird or anything. It just he went and he did it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like kind of Ozzy being like, I don't really like doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then they go back to their house to watch it because they were going to watch it that night. And then we get introduced to Michael, the security guard.
Mm-hmm. Just a guy. Just a guy that runs security for them.
Just literally just a dude that runs security for them. But he just like, they kind of like highlight him in this like 3-minute little segment. And he's not seen before or after. Mm-hmm. And the one thing he does is he like touches this. He's like talking to like Sharon, and he's like, "You can touch it. I have a blood clot."
Yeah, that's right.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just somewhere on his abdomen. He's like, you could feel it. There's my blood clot.
And I'm just like, pay this man money so he can go to the doctor. What do you mean? So that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
but then they watched the thing, and then I realized at some point there was a couple things that were like Kelly had issues throughout the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I looked at you while we were watching, and I was like, I don't understand anything Kelly says.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was.
I can understand Ozzy Osbourne talking.
Yeah.
Why can't I understand Kelly?
There's all these jokes about, Ozzy, you can't understand what he's saying. And even outside of jokes, like, okay, like Sharon and Ozzy are from the UK, but they're kids. I get the impression, at least, that they grew up mostly in America.
I mean, they definitely have English accents, but it's not like it's not like indistinct. Like it's not. Jack is fine.
Jack is fine. Yeah, I can't understand what Kelly's
But
saying.
I don't know
It's
why
just
whenever
kind of British and like I don't know.
Can't understand anything.
I feel like
Kelly's
part
saying.
of it is just like a lot of her dialogue is like her mad about something, and so she's just kind of just like talking fast and being like, "Ma, ma, 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 ma."
Yeah. But there was like a time it was like trying to like be a Kelly segment, and we're like, "What's she
Like,
mad
what,
about?"
What is she? Yeah, that's the
Really,
thing. Is just like, what is she mad
I
about?
have no idea.
Can't figure out why.
But then,
Because she was like mad at the Tonight Show.
yeah,
and it was just like, cause what? Like, did she not? Like, was there supposed to be a Kelly bit or something? Or
without subtitles, there was no way to tell,
yeah,
which was wild. But then Kelly was going out with one of her friends, and Ozzy told them not to smoke and not to drink, and then if they're gonna have sex, use a condom.
Yeah, good advice.
And it was like one of those things where I'm like, well, that was probably better than most dads in 2002.
Yeah, to at least just like be involved.
He's involved. He's like saying earlier in the episode, he like found cigarettes, and I mean, he wasn't like wild about it, but he was just like, these are more addictive than crack. They'll kill you faster. And I'm like, it's like, man, they're an unorthodox family, but like Ozzy's seen some shit, and he's also like telling his kids, he's like, don't fucking, this will fucking ruin you. Don't do this. And he's like, hey, don't make babies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't feel like my family ever told me not to make a baby.
Hey.
So, good on him for, being involved.
Yeah. Or at least, again, the character of Ozzy in this show was involved.
Sure. I guess. But they're old enough then where even if this was only a character and he was like saying, don't fuck, like on camera, I was like, well, you know what? I guess they're hearing it from their dad still.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing is that he's around.
He's around.
Both parents are around and involved in their kids' lives, which is like a huge thing.
Yeah. Good thing. Good on them. It was I would give this episode it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me want to like really watch the next one. Like I'm not super interested in what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cuz like they didn't do anything like crazy fun.
Yeah. No.
Ozzy just playing on if Ozzy did have like a guest role on like the Tonight Show, and he like spoke to Jay Leno or something.
Sure, yeah, did an interview or something.
He did like snuff Jay Leno when Jay Leno tried to get like an autograph or something. He's like, not now. So it's fine. It's not getting me to watch the second one. I will watch one more, but that's just the rules of the engagement right now.
It's just to me is just kind of an interesting artifact of like early celebrity reality TV, where it's just like they've kind of got the formula here, but it's not quite refined. Like even the stuff of like, was the name of the security guard?
Michael.
Where it's just like, that's the kind of thing that would be a trope in a like later, like Jessica Simpson show of just like, oh, and here's our like other person who's not famous, but they're an interesting person. Like you can totally draw that like thread and see how like, oh, this is where that came from. Like you can see, I mean, even from this first episode, you can imagine like, oh, Michael's probably a recurring character here, and just kind of a person to be like, oh, this white family's fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah, he was like watching the Tonight Show with them, and he like was playing like ping pong or something with Jack like one time, and he was like hanging out in the kitchen, like drinking a soda. So he's like not like just patrolling their outside like you just assume a security guard would do, kind of thing. So he's like around. So I'm wondering if he continues if they kind of do things where he, spies on the kids for the parents, or like
Sure.
helps out the kids to like get away with something, or
Mm-hmm.
there's a robber. I say that in really big air quotation marks, because there will never be a real robber,
Yeah.
but there could be someone that takes the fall for it.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting, but still, whatever. I mean, Joe, are you trying to watch episode 2?
No, but like I get it in terms of like this was a sensation back then, and I understand of just like, hey, it's a peek into, a huge celebrity, and not only a huge celebrity, but like one that like has a persona. Ozzy Osbourne, he's this like big like metal guy, and you get to see him be a human, along with seeing like just a rich family be humans, and they, even though they live in a giant mansion, they still like bicker and fight and like have to deal with not being able to change the TV, like
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess even to this day, even though I've like been dealing with the Osbournes for half of my life essentially at this point, you still would have thought like in 2002 or early 2000s that like you wouldn't have gotten like Ozzy's not gonna like go down to reality TV or like open himself up to this stuff. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying like the show itself is bad per se, but I'm just like, I don't really care about Ozzy Osbourne.
Sure.
Like to look into behind his curtain.
Yeah.
But there is a curtain that I would care about. And even like as this not being as maybe polished as the season 40 of Survivor is, they're probably on like 45 or 50 now. But like as polished as like reality TV is in 2025, but if it was someone that I was like, I'm really interested in, yeah, I could see this being cool.
Yeah.
So, and no shade on people interested in Ozzy because he's an interesting dude. I just
for sure
don't necessarily care.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get into predictions?
Sure.
I got 4. I did 1 for each family member.
Okay.
I said Kelly has a singing gig.
Like a performance.
Yeah, she's got a performance.
Okay.
I think Sharon hangs out with other moms.
Okay.
Like, doesn't seem like a thing Sharon really would do,
No.
but I feel like Sharon's hanging out with other moms for some
For the
reason.
sake of the show. Mhm.
Yeah. I think Jack shoots a gun.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he does seem like
A
I don't
fucking
know.
weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is, but he just seems very like. I'm trying to pin him into like some sort of subculture, but it just like it's like not quite right wing, but it's just a little bit like
He's like right wing CKNY.
CKNY.
It's like the jackass, like
Oh yeah,
like the jackass, like skater boys, but also like very two
like fucking around, but also like maybe I like guns.
Yeah. And then I think Ozzy drives an ATV.
Okay. I worry about his bones, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I do too. But that's but I feel like they've been like, all right, we're gonna do something crazy.
Sure.
Ozzy, you're gonna drive a off-road vehicle.
I'm gonna put you on this. Try not to go too fast.
Yeah. Those are my 4.
I have that Ozzy wears a band shirt of another band.
Ooh.
Like he's trying to promote another band.
Like not Black Sabbath.
Not Black Sabbath. Yeah. There's a bit where, and I bet this happens a lot with Jack, because I feel like Jack is the kind of guy that like wants to show off his musical taste, but he was wearing like a Tool shirt.
Yeah.
Part of it. I bet like Ozzy's wearing like maybe a Jack shirt and wearing a band shirt. I think that we get like a full-on sighting of a current emo band.
Like current as in 2005.
2005, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like or I had mentioned earlier that like Kelly had dated the guy from The Used.
Yep.
But I think like more than just like the guy from The Used, and that's why I went just like full-on emo band and generalized it. Is like I can imagine like Kelly goes to a show of some other band or something, and we see that full band there. Because I think what they're trying to do with this and with some of my predictions here is just like some MTV synergy of like this Osbournes thing turned out to be a hit. We didn't know it was going to be a thing, but now we should tie it into our other shows and offerings that we're trying to do on MTV.
Yeah.
Along with that, I think Sharon is like selling a specific product.
Okay. Yep.
Like almost like a QVC thing where she's just like, wow, this robe is really great. I would love to have a robe like this. now for $9.99 at whatever website.
Dicktowel.com.
Yeah. I think Sharon's trying to sell something. And then my last one is that there's a cameo from another MTV reality show.
Like a Snooki?
It might be too early for Snooki.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember when that
but similar. Like where, I'm thinking MTV Synergy here. There's a lot of other options.
Like The Miz?
Like from Tough Enough or something?
From
the Real
Real
World. Yeah. Could be from the Real World. Could be, someone from, it could be like Ashton Kutcher is punking them or something.
Yeah, okay.
Or,
ooh, that'd be fun.
yeah, something from one of their other reality shows. It could even be just like another celebrity that's doing another thing like the Osbournes. And it's just like, oh, hey, make sure you tune in Wednesday nights to see, Pimp My Ride with Exhibit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah.
Exhibit put a Nintendo 64 in the back of your Cadillac.
Because Ozzy loves Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not GoldenEye.
He's past GoldenEye.
Yeah.
He's like, no, there's better guns in Perfect Dark.
Guys, there's bots in Perfect Dark.
You can have bots. It all has all the same levels, but now there's bots.
Now there's bots.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, the finale is called A Farewell to Oz. We're going to watch all of the Wizard of Oz movie. We're going to watch the Osbournes watch that. Okay, so we're going to watch that, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the final episode of the Osbournes. It was called A Farewell to Oz.
Farewell to Oz.
I'm going to read what Tubi has to say, and it says, Dr. Phil McGraw pays a visit to the house where he holds a frank discussion with the Osbournes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Joe, Dr. Phil came over, and he gave him a little Dr. Phil talk. How was growing up with cameras in your face?
Yeah, did it rule?
Did it rule? Well, was your dad a good dad?
Yeah, essentially the thing is like Dr. Phil is a famous person at this point, and they use him as a kind of just like a framework for a clip show.
Yeah.
So they ask Kelly, like, what's your relationship like with your dad? And she's like, I wish he was around more often. And then they show some clips of Kelly and her dad or something. It is stuff like that. My initial reaction is that like clip show, which we typically poo-poo on this podcast.
Yep.
But man, were these clips kind of funny. I lolled at a lot of things of just their nonsense. They're especially their like normal ass nonsense of like Jack and Kelly just like bickering about like random shit, or being like, you hit me, it was in front of the cameras, I'm gonna show mom.
Yeah. You ain't gonna show your mom.
Yeah. Or maybe my favorite one was Dr. Phil asked Ozzy if he had any regrets, and his regret was like, I think sometimes I'm trying to be a people pleaser and I just try to do whatever everybody wants. And then they showed a bunch of clips of Ozzy like refusing to do things that like Sharon is asking him to do, but then he eventually just like acquiesces.
One scene of him saying, fuck no, I'll never do that. And then the next scene is him doing that exact thing.
Yeah, there's like one where she had him, promoting some band or something. He's like, it's not even my band. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing extra promo for something that's not even my band. And then she was like, so you'll be there tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, for sure. Like, it's just it's clearly like, edited TV stuff, but it's comedy gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
I will say for this show, because I mean, right away I was like, I'm not going to watch any more of these episodes, obviously, besides my allotted final episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even that mad about a clip show on this one, because I'm like, okay, well, I definitely got the best of this, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We got the lulls out,
and
I saw it all, and I don't want to, nor do I have to even really watch any more of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like if in a narrative-driven, like non-reality show.
Oh yeah, you got to see like, oh, how did this happen, and how did we get to here, and
yeah. But this is just, I got to see the best of the Osbournes yelling at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for those wusses out there. We got to see some of the sweetheart stuff. So yeah, I think we saw like the best, some of the best of the show. And then we also, for some reason, had Dr. Phil around a lot.
Yeah. He was just a thing back then.
He's too much of a thing now.
Is he still?
Probably. He's just older.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, is there a Dr. Phil show still?
I assume
Can we
so.
first and last the Dr. Phil show?
Oh God. Yeah, there probably is a Dr. Phil that's like started and ended, and he's doing another show now.
But the last episode of the Dr. Phil show is longer than the last episode of MASH.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Please don't ever end Dr. Phil if you're not done. Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't take many notes just because it was just clips. But they did at the end, Dr. Phil, because I was like, did this show get canceled? You know, I was wondering, and I did look up that they had decided. They said the family and the producers had decided that this was going to be the last season of the show. They were ready to be done, and they were just like, we just don't want any more cameras around, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you went through like 3 years of this.
Yeah. So it was essentially just like they weren't canceled. They just never renewed. And I bet they could have renewed if they wanted to, probably. And then Dr. Phil asked him, and so I had looked that up before that, so I was like, okay, it's not canceled, but then it's confirmed anyway by the show, because Dr. Phil was just like, oh, you're done. This is it. And so at least they just acknowledged it. They got to always, you know, if any form of the word, if the show can acknowledge that they're being done, whether or not that's ending the story on their own terms or having enough time to know that this is the last season so they can try to meld it into a finale, or in a lot of shows, what they try to do is obviously mold it into a season finale hybrid where the main character dies, but did he? But I'm happy for them that they got to end it. And I'm fine that it's over.
Yeah, I would guess too that like the people that were watching the show pretty much it was a big sensation. I bet I can find on the Wikipedia here about the ratings, but I would guess that it was a big sensation for like seasons 1 and 2, and then 3 really fell off. Well, I guess there's 4 seasons, but I bet by like 3 it really fell off, and then by 4 there's like, okay, we should be done with this.
Man, there's some Osbourne heads out there though. You know, they're like every Tuesday night at 9:00 they gotta watch the Osbournes, which is wild. That's wild to me for most shows that exist, that people just watch TV week to week. Still wild. Joe.
Yeah.
You had some story about Jack Osbourne.
I did. And in addition, because I knew what Jack was up to, but I also looked up what other people were up to. You know, obviously Ozzy had passed away a few weeks ago and had done like a last like Ozzy Black Sabbath show over the summer. Sharon, like since then, has just done a lot of reality show stuff, being a judge on like the X Factor and America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah.
Similarly, Kelly's done a lot of reality show stuff. Dancing with the Stars, judging on Australia's Got Talent.
Yep.
Was the voice of Hildy Gloom in the Disney animated series The 7D. I don't know what that is.
There you go.
But Jack to me had the most interesting like post Osbourne's career, in that he's done a bunch of like paranormal reality TV shows.
Oh, I did know this.
Yeah, like a lot of it is on Max.
Like different ones.
Yeah, because it's just I don't know if they're
like one-offs or.
Yeah, I don't know if they're one-off. I mean, I think that each one has like a few episodes, but I don't know if they're just like continuations of the same thing, but they just call the seasons different, or if it's purely like I did this for a season and now I'm doing this with another production company. Yeah, it's a different thing. But it's like, yeah, Jack Osbourne Fearless, or Haunted Highway, or Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror, Portals to Hell, The Osbournes Want to Believe, Jack Osbourne's Haunted Homecoming. Like it's all of these things where it's just like Jack Osbourne is like trying to investigate if there's ghosts or not.
Have you seen any of these?
I don't think so. I think I like clicked past. It was like spooky month, and I kind of like clicked past it on Max, and I was just like, do I really want to watch like Jack Osbourne investigating like a fake haunted mansion or something?
Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily want to see
like
that.
I generally don't seek out those like ghost hunter shows anyway, so it's just like I don't really want to watch Jack Osbourne do this. But it's interesting that like that's the niche that he found of like the thing he's interested in.
Man, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, back to what I said, what do you do when you don't have to be anywhere or do anything?
Yeah.
And you have limitless amount of money, basically.
Yeah, you're set for money, so what do you want to do?
And it's like, how do you try to make a thing then, therefore, that you want to do? How do you try to make that a gig?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was rich, I guess that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do that I can try to make money off of? And if it doesn't work, then, my financial advisor will have been making me handfuls of money.
Yeah.
on the side.
The one that I might be interested in, which is one that I clicked on from the Wikipedia here that I hadn't seen elsewhere, is the one called The Osbournes Want to Believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it says the show features Jack Osbourne as he attempts to convince his famously skeptical parents, Ozzy and Sharon, of the existence of paranormal phenomena. So, like, I didn't really pick Ozzy and Sharon as skeptics.
Right.
I would have thought Ozzy would just like believe in whatever the fuck. But like the thought of like bringing Ozzy and Sharon back to be like, hey, like look at this evidence of Bigfoot. Do you think that really happened?
And he's like, yes.
He's just like, oh, there's a Bigfoot, Sharon.
Do you see the Bigfoot?
Oh man.
One big elephant in the room that we haven't said at all.
Yeah.
What's Ozzy been up to?
Oh, I mentioned that he passed away.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That was the first one I said. Is he passed away this summer and like had just done like a last Ozzy Osbourne show.
Isn't it wild that he like somehow like did his named last show,
mm-hmm.
and then weeks after that he passed away?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weeks. I don't know.
That's wild. That's really cool. Like as far as like him being able to like Babe Ruth his last shot, like kind of thing. And I mean, obviously a bummer that he passed away, but it's just like, wow, okay, well, he got a send off, and good for him.
I mean, if anything, it's like you gotta live, especially if you're a rock star like that. Like you can't keep thinking that like you're gonna keep doing this forever. Like maybe there's a point where you should just call it and be like, hey, I feel pretty good, I'm gonna do a show when I feel good. Because even aside from dying, like
right,
you're not gonna keep performing at peak levels forever.
No.
So maybe you do a show and you call it there.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know anything about his last show or anything, but
mm-hmm.
I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Is Ozzy Osbourne in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Oh shit.
I want to say he is. For some reason. But I'm not sure. One reason I bring this up is, Joe, have you heard about the man Becky Lynch?
I mean, I've heard of. Ozzy was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2021.
Okay, so he's been there for a couple years.
Yeah.
Apparently, when this is posted for listeners, 2 weeks ago on Raw, Becky Lynch said some things about they were live in Birmingham,
mm-hmm.
and Becky Lynch said some things about a deceased Ozzy Osbourne that
mm-hmm.
word on the street says like WWE may be like sending out a public apology.
Yeah, that's wild.
Something. I think it was something along the lines of like, good thing he's dead because he wouldn't want to deal with Birmingham either, or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's typical cheap heat heel stuff of like shitting on the town.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that it was like she wasn't necessarily shitting on Ozzy. She was just like bringing him up in a heelish manner.
Yeah.
And being like, he would not approve of this.
Yeah.
You guys are shit. Which is wild that like WWE would feel the need to apologize for that and not anything else.
Not the multitudes of other things.
Yeah.
Not like their involvement in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Their former
Anything with
owner.
Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Many of their current and former superstars.
Yeah, but a celebrity's feelings get hurt, and now it's just like, oh, we've gone too far.
It's like one of those things where like, was it insensitive? Of course it was. But also like, she's a heel, which means bad guy. And this is just this is not the worst thing a wrestler's ever said live on mic.
No.
On a Raw by any means at all.
The
President of the United States said worse things about Ozzy Osbourne for sure in the last week.
Wild.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I thought you were going to say like Ozzy did her theme song or something. I was like, how do I not
She did
remember
just
that?
get a new theme song actually.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I haven't really heard it, but I heard she got a new one.
Were you a big Ozzy guy or Black Sabbath even?
No, not really.
Yeah,
I think I've said it on the podcast before. I went on a ski weekend trip one time, and like on the bus ride up there, or the van ride up there with the teenagers I was with. I was also a teenager. We listened to like Ozzy that weekend for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't like it wasn't like it was Crazy Train. That's like an '80s song, Yeah, and this was like late 90s, early 2000s that we did this. So
yeah,
I don't know why.
Hit.
It's just one of those things where it's like we like discovered Ozzy kind of thing. We're 14, 15 and now we're listening to Ozzy.
Were you in marching band in high school?
Not on purpose.
Same, but yeah.
No
one's in marching band on purpose.
I was in concert band and
you had to deal with marching band.
And then in the spring semester they made us be in marching band.
Yeah.
Did
you have like a drum line, like cadence that you marched to?
Sure.
Yeah. So we did too, and it was rad. I always liked the cadence, but my favorite part of the cadence was there was like a part in the middle where like the xylophone plays Crazy Train.
Oh, really?
It's just part of the cadence.
There's nothing that my marching band did that I remember besides hating it.
Yeah.
In my They knew what they were doing. My senior year, the band would go on a trip, like an overseas trip. Like we went to Germany, and I think they did it every other year. But it had so it would be the juniors and seniors would go, because the juniors would miss it, like because they wouldn't have it one next year. But it happened. It fell in my senior year, so we went to Germany. And went around and played music in Germany for like 10 days, which I'm just like, why? No, like, why is a high school band like from Minnesota playing like just random concert music for
medley from Harry Potter?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, whatever. Cool, whatever, we got to do it. But it was great. It was a great time. And I just remember that for like I think my junior year, I waited. I would join band after the spring semester, so I wouldn't have to be in concert band.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't have to be in
in marching band. Yeah.
And they had said that year, they were like, if you're not in band, like at the beginning of the year, you're not going on the trip. Like they knew, like, because like people stopped
doing it.
Yeah, people would stop being in band for a little bit because like, we don't want to be in fucking marching band.
Yeah,
we're not marching band. We're in concert band. So I didn't get out of it my senior year, but I did go to Europe, so it was fine. Yeah, that's kind of all I got for Ozzy though.
Yeah.
And the Osbournes.
The only thing I would say at the end here is just like, again, it's reality TV and I can't tell what's going on and what's real or not. But there is some sort of like warmth that does come through the 480p TV screen. And I do appreciate that regardless of like whatever is going on or like that they're putting their kids on TV and blah, 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 blah. But like, yo, this family seems like a family that sticks together. And even beyond this show, like, kind of we're holding together till the end. And that's wonderful to see.
It is. It's weird to think that like the Prince of Darkness's family.
Yeah, Family
was
Guy, right?
Extremely loving, and
Mm-hmm.
clearly they fight, but they always have their backs.
Mm-hmm.
Like even from this 42 minutes we saw.
Yeah,
Like,
even like the fight, the bickering stuff that I see there, it's just like those kinds of things that I see. It's just like these people care about each other, and some of the things that they're bickering about are just like, it's just nonsense. We just fight.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they're just a yelling family.
yeah.
But they love each other.
Mm.
Okay. Predictions.
Yeah.
Number 1. Kelly has a singing gig. Nothing.
No. Did you see the guy from The Used though? They showed him in some clips.
Was that the dude she was gonna marry?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
The guy that looked like just like a ratty version of
fucking
like
gutter
Rob
punk.
Zombie. Yeah.
Should Sharon hangs out with other moms? No.
Mm-hmm.
Unless all the other moms became Dr. Phil in some sort of Megazord.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I think, or number 3, sorry, Jack shoots a gun. Also no.
Mm-hmm.
And number 4, the highly contested number 4, Ozzy rides an ATV.
Mm-hmm.
It was a clip show, and it was showed a clip of a man in a Batman hat riding an ATV, and we paused it.
And the voiceover was Ozzy saying like, "I've broken ribs, I've done this stuff.
Yeah.
I live a wild life." So the implication there is that was him.
Yeah,
So I think I give you the point for that.
I love it. That's what I was going to fight for, obviously, but I needed you missed it, and I rewound it because I was like, you need to see this because is this Ozzy?
Yeah, I think so.
So 1
He
point.
lives Batman. I had that Ozzy wears a band shirt. I didn't see that. Mostly just black tees, or sometimes just like a plain white tee. Emo band sighting, and I like specifically when we were talking about this, I'm like, not just Bert from The Used. I mean like an actual like emo band.
I'm actually kind of shocked that there wasn't like a full band in any of these clips.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, none of that. Sharon selling a specific product, and none really.
None of that.
And then cameo from other MTV show. Cameo from Dr. Phil, but he's not an MTV guy.
No, what channel is Dr. Phil on?
I don't know. Oprah channel, The O.
The O.
Is that what it's called?
Is he on the Oprah channel?
Well, he was like an Oprah guy. It was just called the Oprah Winfrey Network. That's what it's called.
Okay, that makes sense. Overstock.com.
Overstock.com, yeah. He's just selling shit there.
So none, huh?
So no points, but like maybe like a spirit point with Dr. Phil because it's the idea of like, yes, they connected together another reality person.
I'll give you 1 spirit for a celebrity.
Yeah.
And he was a big deal in this episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I guess in real life, I suppose. Okay, well, that is going to do it for us and the Osbournes this week. Listeners, if you want to hit us up with show suggestions, tell us what we missed. What we missed in seasons 2 and 3 of the Osbournes. Is there anything that Joe needs to... Is there a holiday episode that Joe needs to go back and watch during Thanksgiving?
Holiday Osbournes.
You can let us know at FNL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, on the Instagram. Those are the things we have. But that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you for listening. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye.